StableMate by Magnum, kit set stabling solutions.
Hi, I'm Edward Bullock, Grand Prix show jumping rider. I'm going to demonstrate in this episode how to jump a little bit bigger fences. This is going to be a little bit of a gauge for you when you're going to try jumping bigger fences to what your capabilities are. The important thing with a bigger jump is your horse needs more impulsion, and secondly, you're going to have to be a little bit more accurate. The third thing about big fences is they do have that intimidation factor, and if they intimidate you, that's when your horse is going to read and feel your fear and often react adversely to it. What I'm going to demonstrate is firstly riding a tallish vertical. I might just put it up a little bit bigger afterwards and demonstrate that a tall vertical is not about going faster, it's about having that impulsion and having a relatively shortish stride. I'll just pick up the canter. So I'm getting a nice flowing rhythm. I'm looking at the jump, I'm now sitting up, and I'm just going to move a little bit out here and then ask him to wait to the jump, canting after with a nicer rhythm. With a taller vertical, the important thing is not to be going too fast. But as I said before, you don't want to be going too slow on the corner. So I canted around the corner a little forward and then asked him to shorten at the jump. I've now just raised the jump up a couple of holes up to around about 1.40 m, so it's a little bit more of a fit, but again I don't want to ride any more forward. As I ride closer to it, and that time he got a bit too close. A taller vertical, you don't want to get too close to it, so I'm just going to jump it again, riding, trying to keep him positive through the corner and then just settling him. And that was a really nice jump. So you can see how I just settle him and just pull him back off the base of the fence a little bit at takeoff. With a slightly larger oxer, not only do you have to worry about the height, you've got width to contend with. So as I demonstrated over the vertical, I rode at a nice short stride. This time with the oxer, I've got to come at with a little bit more pace without losing his stride and rhythm. The important thing is he doesn't get onto the forehand and flatten long. So I've got to keep him riding with a bit of pace, but keeping a good quality stride. So therefore, when riding a bigger ox, I'm opening the stride a little more, and then I'm going to try and attack a bit more out here, and then let him get a bit closer. While it varies from horse to horse, I find most horses actually jump bigger oxes better than they jump tall verticals. And the main reason is so they can sight it up, as you've just demonstrated there. The other thing with an oxer is you're going to take off quite a bit closer to the jump, as the horse has to reach out over width compared to the vertical where you steer them back from the fence. Here I've just demonstrated jumping a couple of slightly bigger jumps. Next episode I'm going to demonstrate some tight turns that you might need to for a jump off.
StableMate by Magnum, kit set stabling solutions.